This is a production of Darn TV.
Yeah, pay attention. We're going green.
Going green.
Welcome to the Dirt Weekly, episode 54. Don Tucker, where are you?
54. Car 54, where are you? Wow.
It is actually episode 54.
It is actually 54.
Jeez. We zipped through the 40 so fast. I thought we were like on 42 the last time I was paying attention.
We might hit 75 this year.
Oh,
If we
gotta
keep
go to
doing one a week.
67 first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I passed you finally.
Is there 13 weeks left in racing? Well, got to be close.
Ooh,
Yeah.
3 months.
Well, really,
One,
racing
two,
don't.
three.
Look out
Oktoberfest.
for look out for random dirt on random nights, randomly twice a week to make
Right.
up to
Yeah.
67 and
Yeah.
75.
Right.
Goals.
That's since we rebooted the show, so this is I think 2 or 3 years in the making to get to 70 or get to 54.
Yeah.
I think it's because we kind of rebooted it. We had the show, it went away for a little while, and then it come back in some sort of variance, and then it went away again, and then we rebooted it, I think, last year. So this is 2 years worth to get to 54.
I'd said 42, but that's off because I remember when we went through your numbers of 47 and 48. So,
Yep.
yeah.
We had Brandon and Brock, and then Eric Laudenschlager, and
Right.
we didn't
We had
come
the
up
Eric
with a
moment.
We didn't
I've
have
been quiet for 5 shows then. Not 10.
But it goes by quick. The weeks go by quick. I mean, you were just talking. We're less than 2 weeks yesterday.
2 weeks yesterday is the 4th of July.
Don't sleep. Don't go to sleep.
2 weeks from this Sunday is tour time.
It's tour time.
It's tour time. What'd we do in the last 6 weeks? Well, we wrecked a few race cars. So,
Barely got to race.
yeah.
Well, we've got to race quite a bit. The rain, Mother Nature
Well,
hasn't
yeah.
affected our racetrack.
On the big picture, we
No,
have raced
I
a lot.
haven't got to race.
You haven't.
Because
then
it's like week after week just speeds by.
Yeah.
How do you
When you run a racetrack,
you don't have time
it's going to
to
go
race.
super fast.
Yeah.
Your time flies.
You get up, it's Monday morning, okay, I'm going to do this, and this. And then it's Thursday night. I didn't do any of it.
Right. Right.
I got to leave at noon tomorrow.
Right.
So,
Pretty much.
You nailed it.
boy.
SIBO Motorsports Rundown, specializing in high-performance parts, chassis repair. Call Ryan at 701-720-3889. The old Max machine getting fixed this week by Ryan. Sounds like
I was there twice today, so.
Was the 40 was the MB47 in there? The Maxer?
It was sitting outside, but I didn't go look at it.
In done row or start row?
I don't know.
Brandon, any updates? I haven't been by at all. So
we
I know
talked
nothing.
to Max. I don't know what Max talked to Ryan last weekend. Said he was going to get it in this week. I haven't been over there yet either. I've been busy with work and all kinds of different things. So
I was there and just didn't pay no attention because I was on a mission to try and figure out my problems.
Yeah.
your stock car or what?
No, that's still in the trailer. I haven't even started on that. This is mod problems that.
Are you going to Estevan with the mod or what?
No, I'm just hoping to make Williston next week.
Yeah, fair race next weekend.
He's trying not to let Monday turn into Thursday. He's
Yeah.
working on it on Friday.
He needs 2 Thursdays.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Because I want to be.
I'm looking
prepared.
forward to 2 Thursdays after next Thursday.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, well, the record is clear that, not everybody's stuff is running like they want it to and or maybe been bruised up a little bit.
Yeah.
I remember last year at this time we had touched, and I think we had raced, we must have been 20 nights in already in the first 2 months, and we're not that far this year, but we're not too far off either.
So we've only had one rain out at Nodak. Have we had one rain out up in Estevan?
Yes, the
Yeah.
first, the
first
night,
one.
opening night.
Have we had one in Williston yet?
We have no. I'm going to say no.
I don't
I
think
don't
we
think
have.
so.
No. I'm going to say no. And
Usually
No.
Williston's the one that has the
You're
most
right.
rainouts.
No, they have not.
well,
I
everybody
don't
gets
think
their
they have.
year. They just don't know it. In that case, Mandan's getting it this year.
Yeah.
Wow, I see the rubber ducky was posted already today. He wasn't looking good yesterday, and then he
They haven't changed
materialized this-
animals. They're just going
No,
with the
they
rubber duck.
didn't say with the duck.
Yeah. That duck is a mascot. They need to change.
Right. You got to throw a muddy pig in there or something.
I'm interested.
Right. No, Williston's got them all in,
Got them all in so far.
which is 3 nights.
Yeah. Well, again, they share with Esteban, so they're
Right.
kind of, not always, but they're in every other night type Saturday night track. So we're getting into the second half of June, so those tracks should be working on their 4th night, and it appears that they are. So
What are we going to talk about tonight? We're going to recap the McLean County Fair weekend, 2 nights there.
Man.
Talk about Nodak on Sunday.
Yeah.
Then we'll go to, did anybody make any moves this weekend? Fear the Rear making moves. Then we'll give the old Texas Red upcoming schedule. We'll get an update on your corn.
Yeah. It's about the only thing growing in my garden. But
The 67
that's,
farm.
Yeah.
And then the other issue I got is I have not updated our hot sauce fantasy standings.
I want to know where I'm at.
So do I, because I want to know what I'm promoting here.
You're right.
Well-
we have 2 races left.
Yeah.
I
need to know what that is,
Right,
because
I was working on my modified driver to come down from Estevan, but I don't know if he was picking up what I was putting down.
Well, I got a few skipping school myself, so
Yeah, and then I
my
think
mother hen and her little chicks.
yeah.
And then I got about 3 of them that have
Right.
hopped out now, and Robbie hopped back in. So
But he's been getting flat tires.
yeah, and he pulls off on the white flag lap.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
grind that wheel into the hub, dude. Bring that thing around for a finish.
I need my points.
He
yeah.
gives me the dumb look. I'm
Right,
like, you know what I meant.
yeah.
Well, you guys start
Pulling
recap.
off- you keep pulling off on the white flag. You're
Yeah.
killing me. So,
And you look like a chick out there. You're nice and yellow. You're
Yeah,
my brightest
yeah,
chick right now.
Yeah, he looks like the chickie in
Yeah.
the little cardboard box.
Ah, jeez.
Come on, Robbie.
I think I lost my stock car, my 36. I think he's probably done for a while.
Well,
My 21 mod, I really want him to come. We got his brother last week,
yeah.
but
But like me, you can't just share.
Right.
You have to have the right driver.
Right.
He doesn't have to be in the right car.
Right.
He has to be there, though.
right.
Yeah. Who else you got? I gave you a DNS last week, so I'm doing my part.
Yeah. Well, I got Darren was holding me strong.
Yeah.
Caden
yeah.
Appelt, I think I got him too, but he tried to get a slide job to get up there and over rotated like some places to say.
He needs a 4 on the right
Yeah,
rear.
yeah.
That 3 is tough
Right.
on him. So
Right.
Well,
Scott Jern, he keeps finishing every week, so we got that
yeah,
going.
got some
After-
finishes.
after just updating the hobby stocks, which let's go on.
Okay,
I'm
we'll
not-
do the recap. You
let's
do
the
your
recap.
work.
I'm going to do the show prep.
Yeah, do the show prep.
Let's go back to last weekend. We got the McLean County Fair.
Yep.
Big event for us. Big event for the McLean County Fair, and I guess I don't remember the car count right off, but again, it was
I can
up
get
there.
that.
So
Yeah, I think you were in the 70s both night.
we
Close to the 80s.
I was gonna say I think we were close to the 80s. Our tougher than dirt night I believe was 92. So
Yep, that was.
So from our perspective, we are just tickled with the participation going on. Like so many tracks, we were faced with some of that 0 rain in the forecast, 2/10 of rain,
and then get it.
It's no secret. I like them wet, and I don't mind them rough. So
Right.
so we definitely got them wet, and just an overall. I mean, our crew did things that they weren't even sure they could do, and that's get her done for the second night. We got some super blessings from the fair board to be able to start later and even continue later. I thought once the night started that it was just awesome.
went smooth.
It got better as the
Right.
night went on. That might have been expected on some level, but even our window of hours, we were done before 10, so we were done before our 3-hour window. I hope everybody involved is happy, and I mean that from the McLean County Fair Board side. It appears that racing brings in a lot of gate traffic down there, and I say that because they've been They've been very good to work with and appreciative of what we're trying to make happen down there, and we to them just the same. I mean, it's a great relationship. I've worked with some fair stuff in the past. They've had some demands that maybe didn't seem realistic, but with that said, this deal here is just like it's just like great friendships from back in high school, if you will. We have people on our board that keeps the grass mowed down there, keep the place looking good, and in good presentation, and that's received well by the fair board, and they participate well with us doing racing.
Yeah, I was pretty excited about it because I got to take the stock car down there and race.
Yeah, excited to see you bring that.
And the kids wanted to go, and with the county fair, it's a little bit easier to ride the ride as many times as you want. So
again, a nice touch.
Right.
You're not used to seeing that.
Right.
That's
right.
awesome.
So it was a good weekend for us to go down there and race. And I do love racing Underwood.
Yeah, that's nice to hear.
Yeah, Saturday night, I thought the races went pretty well. I just looked 73 cars.
73.
So pretty good turnout. I know there was a lot of I seen a little bit of Facebook chatter of 1,000 to win. There should be more stock cars.
Mm-hmm. I saw a little bit of that too.
I'm gonna go down the road. What is $1,000?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not dogging Underwood. I'm dogging just the whole economy. I mean, it is way too expensive to drive from Williston to go to Underwood for $1,000 anymore. Times have changed.
You're right, and I've had some off track conversations with people, and we're comparing 2018 pricing to now, and it's almost doubled. So with that said, the 1,000 is yesteryear's 500, and 500 would always move you around.
Right.
Now for it to be 1,000 from us was a
it's a job.
It's a procedure. You know what it takes to put a purse together. So
right, you guys make us look bad at Nodak because you're down there paying that out, and I'm like, that's good that they're doing that,
Yeah.
Because when I look at our numbers, if we pay that, we're going negatives.
Yeah. And I do understand that.
It's that tight of a window for a racetrack. So for you guys to even do that, but then other people look at it. Well, it's only 1,000 to win. Well, yeah. We all are racers running racetracks. We look at all the sides.
Right. Well, and I shared an important point that the fair board is involved with us, so they give us a little bit of extra capital to work with beyond our means, if you will. And in the past, we've had late models and or bigger classes.
And I'll go right down that road. I'm glad, and this ain't a dog on late model guys, but I'm glad you guys are taking that money and giving it back to the classes that are keeping racetracks going.
Well,
that's where I'm at with
there's
this.
some quality conversation on that. And again, Mclean County being a county fair type of deal, people involved with us say, our people in this area know our drivers from this area.
That's what you want to support.
And I share with people when we get into these think tanks, and you get that kind of thinking going on, it'll be measured. I don't know the numbers yet, but I mean that'll be measured against what the late model show foot traffic was at the gate.
Right.
It'll be measured against what it was this year, and if it's similar and or better, well then it's real. You know, we all have great ideas into the fall and into the winter, and then we have to act on something.
Right.
So we've talked about this for a few years, and with Dylan stepping back out of a late model. It gave us kind of the window of opportunity, if you will, to try this. And
but same with the late model stuff. Look at what's going on right now. They're not traveling very far from home anymore. These big late model guys, on a national level, they're staying closer to their shops.
Yeah,
they're not going all over. And even our local late model guys, they want to stay where they're close to home.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to pull them over the. A lot of people have hammered me, let's get the late models at Nodak.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. How do you do it if only 6 are going to show up?
Yeah. You're trying to promise travel money and stuff like that.
And it gets expensive for a racetrack in a hurry.
It does. It does. When you're putting $300 against their winnings or something, it goes fast.
I'd rather take that money and support the guys that have supported us all year or our classes, which I like, our IMCA stuff. So,
like you're sharing, we certainly get into that emotional side of it when we get into these conversations, and it all has great merit. It really does. I think, like many things, it comes in waves, or it comes history always repeats itself. So, I often compare it to monster trucks. They're successful because they're only once a year. So, so if they were 10 times a year, they would not be successful.
Right.
So
I can talk on this side, and I haven't given these numbers to Marcus yet. Usually I send him a report with all the TV viewership. TV side, Darn TV side was up about 10 viewers a night not having late models.
Huh.
So make sense out of that.
Yeah. That's interesting because when we had the late models, our viewership was Winnipeg and Minnesota and South Dakota type of viewers too, which I'm assuming was not that because we didn't have anything that far away with us.
And it all depends on what you're up against. So like night one, so that Friday night, Mandan raced that Friday night, right?
Yes, but not stock cars.
But you were up against it in the broadcasting world.
Yes.
Right. You know, so your Friday night numbers, the 2 previous years were in the low 30s, 32 and 36.
Okay.
Total viewers. This year, you were at 48.
Huh.
So about 10, 12 up from previous year.
Yeah.
Night 2 on a Saturday night.
A third up.
On a Saturday night, you didn't go up against anybody because Jamestown doesn't have a broadcast. There was no Dickinson. There was no Williston. There was no Estevan. Okay? No Devil's Lake broadcast. So there was no other Darn TV broadcast is what I'm calling it, or, in my world.
Our side of the state.
So previous years, 22, you had 52. 23, you had 50. And this year, you had 62. So it just... Well, I'm talking from my side on the viewership side just to...
Well, and just as a side note, I know we get off into rabbit holes all the time, but this is the kind of talking that we do
it matters. So I want to know...
To justify what we're doing and the directions we're going with this information.
Because
sometimes it looks like we don't know what we're doing. Well, we're doing it because of this, even though we probably don't know what we're doing.
It goes into for when you plan this show next year.
Right.
Yes. Do we need to go back to late models?
Yes.
Well, by looking at this, no, we don't.
Yeah. Possibly not. So, So
part of it is you up the purse for your regular classes.
Yep.
So now you have to go back. Here's the rabbit hole you go down. Here's the numbers. This is the number game in the racing world. So the viewership numbers say what they say. Did you have higher regular class count? Regular classes. I'm talking stock cars, sport mods.
Do we have we
didn't have compacts this weekend. And you didn't have legends this weekend.
We had wingless.
We had non-wings. So did we have more of them cars that participated over last year or the previous year? Because really what you're going to get on this deal is you're going to get the people that want to watch their significant others or their family members that are tuning in and watching that can't go.
Yep.
So if your car count was up...
So you had 16 stock cars last year. You had 15 this year.
So that's right on par.
Non-wing, you had 15. I think this year you had 18. You only had 12 sport mods last year and 12 hobbies.
And what were the numbers this year?
Must
have been 16 plus.
So let's just check day 2.
So when you enter all these numbers into a spreadsheet and it compulates or whatever, and it spits out this is a success or not a success.
Red arrows, green arrows.
You had 18 stock cars last year on day 2, but only 10 hobbies, only 6 sport mods, and only 18, or you had 18 then non-wing, and there was no legends there? There was no legends.
No legends.
They were last year, but
so legends and late models, there was 27 total between the two, but you had 79 cars last year. So to me,
with late models,
with late models and legends.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's where I'm at on this. To me, I feel like 2024 is a more successful show for you guys,
right?
Because you're pulling in. This is how I would look at it if it was.
You're pulling in the same amount of cars.
You're 17
without late models.
You're 17 sport mods. You're 14 hobbies, 15 stock cars. 8 slingshots. I think that's a better choice than a late model.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it was great to have Aaron and Eli in the house. I mean, that kind of stuff. So, for sure.
And maybe, then you draw Aaron down there. does that make him want to bring his mod back for the mod show? Stuff like that where.
You know it. Yeah, I mean, we're always trying to sell our presentation. Yes. Mm-hmm. I thought that slingshot deal was a nice local
I thought it was great.
Flavor again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And commend to them kids. They did a great job.
Yeah, just disappointed in one dad down there, but myself.
Oh. You didn't bring the KM?
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't look to be too mad at you. She wanted to hang out with you today.
Yeah, but she's getting irritated.
Yeah. For the people listening, we Smallsy brought his life coach. He brought Kendra with. So.
Yeah, Kendra's with. Arms across.
She looks doesn't smile very often, so I'm not sure what we're doing here. But
you're not happy with our show so far?
She won't crack a smile for anything.
Jeez. You might have to go outside.
But yeah,
so now
the numbers you're sharing, the local classes, the count was up. The money was more than usual, so there must have been some interest in that.
Right.
And again, to me, the county fair represents the locale. So
I was
sold our track well locally.
Yeah, like for me, I went down there, and I'd like to say I got last both nights because there was a lot of cars in front of me. So, but the one check was $150, and the other one was $225. So I thought, that ain't bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
You can go to some of these places, and they still give you a $70 check for 10th place. It's like, oh, really?
Conversation's moving fast, but you're right. I saw the dialogue there. Well, $1,000 isn't that much anymore, and I get it. It's not. But for Underwood, North Dakota, it is.
Well, even Nodak Speedway. Let's be real.
Anywhere. It's a special for us, and in our own way. We don't have a tour night. We don't have different things, so we're able to put it together for this.
Right.
We need our county fair to be successful.
Is it fair to say that in a racetrack's world, in the racetrack itself, $1,000 is a lot of money? When you add it into the purse and you pay all the way back, that $1,000 to win is a lot of money for a racetrack.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Okay, but in the racer's world, $1,000 doesn't go very far.
It doesn't. Yeah.
I mean,
that's always the balance, and that gets us back to the price of life and the wants in our life and the needs in our life, and I'm not so sure that we're not going to see an earlier challenge on the wants and needs in our lives, because we've shared that the news shares that our family of four is costing $1,000 more a month without the race car. So,
right.
As you keep adding these things into our lives, it seems like the wants, race cars, might get pinched here pretty soon. So.
And this whole conversation got started with a little talk on, or I don't know, I didn't go back, but I think Dylan started something on Facebook about 1,000.
He just shared the post.
Or what?
He shared the post.
1,000 to win in 15
And I'm not
cars.
afraid to say it because he's been starting crap all over the place. Eric Anderson jumped on there, or somebody tagged Eric Anderson in it because Eric didn't show up on night one when he was the one complaining that there's no bigger paying shows in North Dakota.
But to me, if I was Underwood, I'd be happy with the 15 stock cars. I mean, because where are you pulling from?
That's a great point. It's not that we can find 20 that stayed home.
Right.
We just have 20. Period.
You can't. Dalton and Joe 4 years ago or 3 years ago, they would have been there because it made total sense. But now, it's just
some things have changed in them. Dalton got married, he got a kid. Things look different. He's chasing a modified program also.
Right.
So.
To me, I like to just stay on the money thing because I think that's where we're at in racing right now is money.
The price of it.
But it having a family is money.
Well, 100%.
Dalton having a child,
right?
That affects your.
They haven't even been to Nodak for the last 2-3 weeks.
Couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's not that they didn't race Underwood. They didn't race Underwood or Nodak. They raced nowhere last weekend.
They've always been careful with the price of racing, and making that truck go up and down the road. We know what that is.
It's not cheap.
Getting through the gates, all that stuff there. I guess that's kind of where I'm going with the wants and needs and the price of life and the speed of life and all those things. And it's about that time for the first step.
And I'm the type of person, I sit at home, like tonight I'll probably sit at home and just click my race pass and start checking car counts. because I want to know where we stand everywhere.
I think that's a great thing to always be on top of the facts, not the hope, the facts. So
we in North Dakota right now, we need to get out of the mindset that, oh man, car count's way down. No, we're holding a steady, strong. We're looking good. You might only see,
and some things on that post represented that. It really ain't that bad,
right? You start looking.
It's not 4. It's not 6. It's not 8.
Some of the heartland of racing is struggling to get cars.
Yep. Yeah. Well, and I see some tracks that I call somewhat semi-famous. They had 4 modifieds and 6 stock cars. I'm like,
I watch them.
You're watching them. I just see them make the post, and I'm like, we can't do that.
No,
we can't. That's unacceptable. We have to stop racing at those numbers.
It's over.
I mean, we in Underwood had that 8-9 years ago. We knew that was a problem. We did what
you've put on some big shows, got the facility.
We got involved in our program. Now you touched on something. One of you guys said nobody else raced on Saturday night. That's because of that fall meeting that we have.
Right.
And Marcus and I, or whatever, our representation went in there with 2 dates that we would like to have. We just wanted them. We'd take what we get, but we wanted that particular Saturday in our world, our Northwestern world, and then the Cole County Classic Saturday, which is the return after the fair. And this is the second year we've had both those Saturdays. We're grateful for it, and we'll do anything and everything we can with anybody in our world to appreciate that. But again, that's how some of these car counts stay good too, is we are not walking on each other.
Right.
So
another thing that I seen a classmate of mine, her and her husband, they went to the fair, and I hopped on her post and I said, "Hey, did you guys go to the races?" She said, "Yes, we did." And I'm like, because I don't think they get to go to mine. They live out in the country a little ways, so they made a day of it. But then you drew some new people in too with how this, the county fair, that's what I like about it,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And maybe early enough in the year to maybe get them again,
yeah.
Or maybe a Cole County if nothing else. So, again.
This is all good talk because I think you and I talk about this a ton.
Probably way too much.
Way too much.
We spin circles here.
Here's
we were doing a recap of Jor and I. We're doing the 67 1 a.m. in the morning talk here, but
we make fun of each other, me, you guys, that our show prep is nothing.
Yeah,
we literally, I did the show prep while you guys were recapping there.
Yeah. I didn't know we were going to do what we just did.
Right.
But we
did we do good?
She's lost.
She wants to talk about slingshots.
Yeah.
But this is all conversations. When somebody out there, this is what I like. Somebody out there goes, "Well, you guys don't even try. You don't even this. You don't even that. You people that run a racetrack, you're stuck in your ways." That is completely false because there's conversations going on a daily basis.
Just what you've been witnessing us.
We're doing this in my brain by myself.
Yeah, right around 6 hours a day. Well, when do you work? Well, that's what it looks like.
It's one of them deals, though. When we go down a rabbit hole in a conversation, pretty soon, a few hours later, Brandon is sending Smalls a screenshot going, "Well, here's what we were talking about, and here's the numbers behind it." Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I got car count numbers going all the way back to 14 because that's when we started to have this conversation about car counts. Average car counts back to 2014.
I can't wait until Nodak's done. You can figure them out during fair break. I want to know how many mods showed up every night this year. I bet it's close to half our field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When was the last time that happened? We can tell it wasn't from 14 to now.
Right.
Because we were only getting 3 to 4. That came every night.
Every single night.
Well, that's how this whole thing birthed of having this 2-month point season, which I think is right on track.
Oh.
The energy's right. The racing's close.
Right.
It's everything it's supposed to be.
Right.
I like it. It's going to get done too early, but that's no lack of nights. Yeah, to a point.
To a point.
No lack of nights.
I'll wait until this, and then I'll give a speech about that because I know what's coming in August. Mm-hmm. There'll be a lot of Facebook posts, people mad because this doesn't get to race, this and that. But, hey, that's your fault you missed it because they raced every night.
Well, and I don't know what you're going to say, but I'll certainly step in with some things that have been different, and I think in a positive way. I got a whole bunch of positive stuff that I like what's going on. So, yes.
The Underwood deal, I thought it was great. Bruce, he's wrecking the trophy class down there, I think.
I got an opposite side to look at that.
Okay.
Is he wrecking the trophy class?
No.
I think the one benefiting from that is Adam Goff.
Well, 100%.
That's the whole presentation.
Yeah.
They're getting some hot laps in to see. Adam had been chasing some wheelied up stuff there. They were trying to get rid of it. And
the thing I have with Bruce, it kind of makes it's like it makes me mad because a guy like him should be racing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
He certainly got cutting edge race car abilities. As I say, he just does not get rusty. So
right,
whether we pitman race him at the end of Motor Magic or what we do, no, you're exactly right. And we're talking about life. I mean, he's
busy.
He's busy. So yeah.
So he won the trophy class. Dusty Lawson got the non-wing.
A lot of excitement there.
Yeah, Grandpa's still around, right there.
Got to catch up with Jerry a little bit. I mean, they're still ecstatic about racing. Been doing it for 60-some years.
Yeah.
What a testament. I thought Dusty did what he did. He was up speed for sure. The second place car, it was a little interesting because there was something dragging underneath the car. It ended up being the serpentine belt. At least that's what it looked like to me. And, of course, the water was spitting out of it and stuff like that.
We gave him a warning over the race.
Yeah. Well, the pit crew wanted to know who to get a hold of to tell him that, and I helped direct a little traffic there. But fun to see them go around. And again, we were challenged with some wet conditions. And I'm telling you, there's nothing more your friend than a wingless sprint. When it
100%.
When it comes to prepping the track. That was awesome.
Saturday, I kept saying, awesome. You got to get the wingless guys out here.
But you guys, so as the race director, Saturday night, you guys were all out there packing. And Dana and I talked over the radio and said, well, we told Marcus to go get the wingless guys ready, the non-wing guys.
Yeah.
Well, in the meantime, I said, let's keep the stock cars out there. Maybe they can help move some of this dirt mud off there. And as soon as I got word that the wingless were ready, you guys exited
us off,
and then the wingless guys came on.
Yeah,
I was already back to the pits trying to figure out issues.
Yeah,
when they said pack, I'm like 100%. I need to get out there and see if I got problems. This is hot laps.
Yeah, I know you and Rod were working on some venting stuff earlier, but man, those winglets come out there, and I mean, they just groom the track. I mean, they're like the perfect grader.
Isn't it crazy?
It's awesome.
The problem with it, though, they made it look like it wasn't as wet as it was.
They made it look a little sticky.
Right.
It wasn't.
And then we put the trophy class out there, and we're like,
wingless back out there.
You guys just want to run your feature again?
We're gonna have a 100-lap Ironman here.
But then, so the sport mods, Tim Goodwin. Let's do some little research on him.
Yeah.
So
second year of racing.
Second year of racing.
And I got something for you.
He's got it going on.
That's a victory chassis.
Really?
Boy, after Smallsy's heart.
Yeah.
Is it your old car?
Not
that you're aware of?
I think all mine ended up in the graveyard. I didn't put them all there, but Darren got one.
I didn't put them all there.
I think the first. I don't think I actually sent any of them there. Kyler, no. Keller. Why can't I think of his name?
Philip.
The kid. What was his name now?
Kyle Keller.
Kyle.
He ended up with one?
Yeah, he had my last one, and he rolled it really bad in Underwood. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was
a bad roll.
That was. Ended that one. That one was
that the graveyard?
That was a graveyard one. Darren
job?
Sent one to the graveyard in Devil's Lake, and so. But yeah, that's good to hear. Old victory cars still winning.
So that car came from Raynard, the '95 Raynard, I believe, or was it the
Ryland?
'18 Raynard? One of the Raynards up in Canada.
So that would be one of our old cars. Terry got it. Terry got it, and then I sold it to the one Raynard. That was a fast car.
Yeah.
Well,
I won with it. Dalton drove it one night.
It's proving again that it's fast.
It wasn't just you, Smallsy.
Yeah. Never is. Always the car.
Trying to help.
Yeah.
So, I think. How about the stock car finish? That ended up being a good race in Underwood.
On Saturday night.
Yeah.
I couldn't see it.
It ain't yeah.
So I'm lost on this one.
If you looked across, you might have. That's what I have to do. I look across. So, but in fact, it was all but a photo finish. Our friend Adam there, he eked her by like 0.08 of a second or something like that.
Wow.
There.
Checking transponders in tech area.
Yeah.
The problem was,
make sure they ain't under the radiator.
Yeah.
The problem with that deal, the 454's transponder was not working.
Oh. Well, he didn't need that at that point in his life because it looked like a photo finish to me. So
it was,
I didn't know that. So.
And I admitted this to Dustin Frank and his family. So I'm up in my little perch, sitting right outside the scoring tower.
Yeah.
I got Mariah in the tower, Dana up on the flag stand. We have the officials in the middle, and Mariah with 2 to go. It's okay. It's radio talk. 2 to go. Mariah comes over the radio, the official radio, and says, "Just to let you guys know, the 454's transponder is not working."
Oh no.
And
okay.
She goes, "I'm going to need your guys' help if this is a photo finish."
Oh, really? She premonitioned this.
So I go, "Mariah, we got your back. We got your back. We'll be watching." Dana's.
This is a 2-lap conversation.
At 18 seconds a lap.
Yeah. So we're
maybe
sitting there.
19. Yeah.
We're all concentrating pretty heavily on that photo finish, and it's one of these deals. I watched the finish go across. My eyes told me 30A. Okay. I looked down at Frank's family, that 454's family. They're in the top row of the pit bleachers right in front of us. And when they make the motion of they make that motion, it confirmed in my mind they seen what I seen.
Where I was at, I would say it was about one of these.
It would have been fun
Kinda
to
on the
have.
roof lines.
So anybody listening,
on the roof lines.
always cheer if a family member is close.
No matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what.
If you think he lost, you cheer.
A foot is a mile. Do what you got to do. Oh boy. But nonetheless, Adam had they had adjusted a whole bunch of stuff on it there, and.
But that's putting Bruce out there in the car.
Right.
Adam, you can how much of an advantage? I'm willing to drive your car in a trophy class if you want to watch it.
Well, it seems to be a trend. Let's see how it did after Sunday. It might be going the wrong way.
Yeah.
It's one of them deals when you're watching your own car on the track. Sometimes maybe you can make adjustments to the car.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I was standing with Adam when he was doing it. He goes, "Oh, okay, yeah, okay." He had some ideas. Of course, my answer was always the same: put more spring in the right rear. Put more spring in the right rear. So he put more spring in the right rear. That's all I had, and he made note of it in victory circle. So I'm going to call it my moment of a DNS.
So then Caden got the win in the
both hobby stock features. His hobby both nights.
Got it both nights.
Yeah. Sport Mods Tim Goodwin night 1.
Well, you got slingshots yet. Slade Pfeiffer.
Slade and Pfeiffer on night 1.
Yeah.
By him. Well, I'm going to say by himself, but with family.
He had some cousins
dad,
and uncles there or something. Or cousins?
Yeah, cousin. Yeah. Later in the afternoon, Slade
was the cousin with just so when he's driving down the highway pulling the trailer, they had somebody with a license or what?
Make sure everything looks right when the cherries pull you over.
Right.
That's what I seen too. So, and I didn't clarify that with Steven on Sunday. I was working on it and got sidetracked, but
because the way Sladen was marching around, I'm pretty sure he's ready to be on his own.
He texted or he called me. He said, "Can you save a spot next to you?" I said, "I can." Well, I hadn't, so I got all wiggled over and I squeezed him between Grinstead and I, and I mean we had him in there like Boone style.
Yeah,
there's one of these on each side, and just to go on a little bit of a rant here, not a rant, but a praise here. Of course I've known Sladen since he was born, and I've always been a fan and an uncle accordingly. But Sladen's got it going on. This kid is 13 years old, and he has got it going on. He is organized. He knows what has to be done. He doesn't lose focus of what he's doing. Kind, pleasant. There's hope in the next generation.
Makes a guy like me nervous.
Yeah, right. Just
because I'm hoping someday I could race again and win. You see that coming?
Yeah.
I ain't got no hope.
So yeah, just and all the slingshot guys that were there. I got to set in with some of the meetings about the slingshot guys and their dads and you know and their people behind them type of deal to get the most out of them that we can get, making sure we got them placed right and on the best track we can get them on. And Aaron was there, Travis Tooley was there with Jax.
Aaron,
so everybody's there. Ruby's with Ellie
Sibo,
and Ryan with Tucker. So it was fun to watch the group. Majority vote, everything in place. So everything made sense. And then Saturday with the rain, we were going to try to make an adjustment to have them after the wingless, or rather after the hobbies, but then put them back in place because, again, once we started really realizing the conversation, they did still belong there. But for me, and I'm sure all the slingshot drivers, I'm sure are that. But I really got to enjoy watching Slade, and I was right next to him, toolbox and all. If he needed anything, I had it. But he's organized, and he's got it going on. He's years ahead of his age,
right?
In all departments, pleasantness, responsibleness.
Racing
of course, he's
makes
a great driver already.
Racing makes you grow up quick.
Yeah,
if you want to be something in it.
I think that's a fair statement. I mean, you get out of whatever they tell us. You get out of it whatever you put in it, and.
Right.
Hence why Max is not in a race car.
Well, he's still working on it maybe, but like I say, I've been knowing Slade since he was born, and I enjoyed that there. So with that said, the slingshots went out. He'd gotten second in the heat. Eli had put the heat race together there, and he come in, and I thought he needed some gear changing. That's what I thought I saw, and he went after it. I didn't even get the conversation if he went more or less. I thought he needed less for more speed, but I'm not even sure what he adjusted, but he did adjust something. After the weekend was over, I understand that the chain is welded together. He can only do so much with what he has. So if you take something off the back, you got to put it on the front because the chain had broke off. Let's see, where were we at last? Esteban there.
Yeah.
And it didn't go, and I thought the thing wouldn't start, but here the chain had come off. So the fix was this thing's going to get welded on, and I like it. Steven said we welded it on, so I like that there. But with that said, he had to adjust his gear ratio within the length of his chain. He couldn't add to it or take away. So again, 13 years old.
Right.
Understood.
So.
I
big
thought
salute for me, Sladen.
I thought the first night there was a little bit of inexperience by some of the, not necessarily, I'm not going to call some of the parents. There's been a trend at the beginning of these slingshots that they had to be led on the track by a four-wheeler. They had to be paced around and stuff by a four-wheeler. But night one, Travis Tooley led him around.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Night two, I said, just let the drivers do it. Watch these kids. Just let them do it because they listen to the receiver. Oh. They proved it up in Estevan a couple weeks ago.
Ah.
And night two, we had a situation where we were going to go green. I called yellow, yellow, yellow going into turn 3. I'm like, guys, we're not going green. Yellow, yellow, yellow. We're not going green. And they didn't run over each other. They all slowed. They all stayed in line, slowed down.
They did better than the adults.
Most times, yeah.
Well, I was at their little pit meeting, and you're right.
But that's what that's
you
for.
Are right.
Look how much further they're ahead when they get into a big car because they already understand listening to the receiver. There's a lot of good information on there that helps them so they don't run each other over.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly. I mean, I didn't race till I was 20. I mean,
right.
Marcus have a 10-year head start. So.
Marcus Tomlinson checked in. Overall happy with both programs, both nights. Perfect car count. 4 yellows, 2 reds all weekend.
Yeah.
Combined.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm a wet track guy, and I'm sticking to it. So, yeah. Marcus, again, I don't even know how to put into words what the track crew did there on Saturday, and everybody involved.
I can.
Yeah?
Because we've been dealing with that at Nodak almost every week. It's stressful.
Uh-oh.
But I mean, once the decision was made that this is going to happen, the extra people come in. I mean, we had personal pickups out there pulling equipment. I mean, the effort was above the Call of Duty.
Yeah, I went over there. I'm like, hey, I can run something if you need it. But we tried to get that one tractor going, and we got it running. But then there's other issues with it. But then all of a sudden, here comes another tractor.
Yeah. Donald Robinson had rained out with with seating or whatever. So over he came with his, and Christian come in with his pickup, and he brought a tractor earlier. Our case had went down. We got antifreeze coming out of it, so that was not usable. But again, almost the reflection of what I call the perfect county fair was also done on track prep. The very communities that come to that fair were also the people that made that track happen on Saturday night. So neat, just neat energy to be involved with. So
yes, it was fun. Did we finish night 1?
Yeah.
Recap.
I thought we did the whole weekend.
Yeah, the whole weekend, pretty much. Night 2.
I don't know if we're losing video or not. My computer is on the fritz right now, but we are recording it, so.
So Bruce won again the trophy class. Non-wing was Ross Cummings.
Yes,
Night
Ross
2.
Cummings, yep.
I see that he posted that was his first Underwood win.
Yep.
Really?
So good on him.
Sport mod.
He had a tough
Stan
rollover
Tollinson.
That was a good run, too.
Yeah.
Tim Goodwin second there.
Man,
I was looking.
Tim was there on that night, too.
Was he?
He was.
So I was looking at Tim Goodwin's the last 3 races, top 3 in all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
First, second, and a third right now. So he's rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Only 0.7 of a second between them, but there was a bigger gap as it went. He cut it all the way down to, he was cutting into it the whole last part of the last 3 laps of the race there.
Gaining all the way till the end, huh?
And then you got Caden Appeld again. Mm-hmm. Stock cars, not me for sure. Adam Goff. So he won.
Actually, he won the second night. The first night was.
Who was the first night?
Mike Swallers.
Yep, Mike Swallers.
Up and took off. Up and took off.
Like literally took off.
Like
forgot he was even in the race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was catching me, and he didn't need to.
You couldn't find him, but he was looking at you.
Right.
One of those nights.
Right. Yeah.
He had a whole straightaway on me, and I got fifth. So,
I was nowhere near fifth. And then Thule won in the slingshots.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
First win.
First win ever.
Yeah, third night out, fourth night out.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but
maybe third.
Again, that slingshot bunch, I really appreciated them.
And they all stayed on the same straightaway.
Right.
Yeah. It looked like a sprint car World Outlaws heat race is what it
there
looked like.
There was a conversation on the radio. I'm
they
not
were
trying
all bundled up. So
I'm not trying to
they were.
divulge all the stuff we say on the radio, but there was a conversation on there that said, "Uh-oh, these guys are racing really close together, and that makes me nervous."
Yeah.
I mean, it just.
I mean, the chance of contact is way increased, and.
But they did a great job of not having contact and nothing happening. So I thought it was pretty good. And night 2, because we made the decision on night 2 to move them before intermission.
Yes.
Because we wanted to bring them down and allow Isaac, because Isaac was a big person, was the person.
Yeah.
Was one of the people, many people.
Promoting them for the weekend.
Promoting them for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So we gave Isaac the opportunity to go down and interview all the slingshot drivers after the feature, and we wanted to do that.
And Isaac was announcing also.
Yeah.
So,
So. I got to give a shout out to Lindsay Lawson and Isaac Sondra for announcing for the weekend.
Right.
Yeah.
Lindsay came out of retirement.
Sounded energetic. And
didn't even miss a beat.
Great duo all weekend.
I agree. It looked like he done it the day before.
Right.
Yeah.
It had been a while, so. Right.
Somebody said they thought I was announcing. I thought, geez. You're starting to think I look like Isaac? That makes me nervous because I didn't have my hat on or nothing today when they seen me. So
they thought you looked like Isaac.
Maybe? Is that I don't know.
Is that an insult to Isaac or an insult to you?
I was thinking an insult to me, but they said
I was wondering the same. So
they said
I'm not sure what to do with the information.
I did a good job announcing, so I'm like, no, that's Isaac. Yeah. I said I don't.
My alter ego.
I do the Dirt Weekly.
So kind of the same thing,
right? Now, just because Isaac and I are Facebook friends now we're getting mistaken of looking alike.
Oh boy!
Wow!
It's only June.
I better just wear my hat all the time.
Man,
we got the same haircut.
The tour is coming up.
Yeah,
there's nothing safe.
Right? Yeah.
Oh my! Huh?
Yeah, it's scary.
I like and again, as you said there, second night there, the deal was to over the course of a quick intermission track prep, and you started this in Watford City or maybe even before, but to get to know those slingshot guys.
Well, just to give
it's worth the time it takes.
You don't know what they're gonna say.
We used to do it back when we first brought them. When the slingshots first came out, like up in Estevan, and when they first started in Williston, we'd bring them all down all the time. But then when there got to be 15 of them, it gets a little bit tougher to bring them all down.
Pretty soon it's a 20-minute deal.
In Minot, we brought them every time we brought them to Nodak. We bring them all up front, and have that conversation up front. Because I think it's important for the fans that are sitting in the stands to understand
realize
how small these kids are, how young they are.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Eli's been in them for a while. He's still that size.
Right.
Right.
Kevin Aho said it was a nice return to have Lindsey Lawson announce it.
Yeah, and they had a slingshot there also.
Cash Aho was there, Kevin's son.
Keaton Glosser is still that small.
Keaton Glosser is still smaller.
But wheeling a big car.
Yeah.
That's how fast it goes.
Yeah, you would not know he's that size when he gets out of that sport mod.
No, the way he drives.
He's in the middle of the race.
Yeah.
We'll give props to Tim Goodwin. I'm 100%. I think Tim Goodwin is by far, he's second year of racing.
I don't even know him.
I've had to ask some people about
Same.
Where did he come from?
I was going to ask that earlier. Where's he from?
He owns a diesel repair shop in Williston.
Williston, okay.
Now, whether he's from Williston or not, I don't have that answer. But I'll try to dig into that a little bit more. Props to him on what he's doing in year 2.
Oh,
there's another one.
Wow.
Keenan Glosser
yeah.
is racing. Do you guys realize he's racing 2 different cars?
Oh, yeah.
He has the pink car is a Rage.
Yep.
If you see the pink,
I did not know that.
That's a Rage chassis, and the other one I think is a Sidebiter, right? Or what is the other one?
GRT.
Is it a GRT?
Well,
they had a Sidebiter for sale. Was that one of the older ones?
I don't know.
Whatever.
He
is having to race. He is racing 2 different cars. They have a smaller track car, which is like Williston Underwood, and then a bigger track car, which is like Minot Estevan.
At his age, he don't like changing gears either.
I don't think he can. I don't think he can.
The gears weigh more than he does.
And Cody, I don't think is going to.
Yeah, right.
So this is how you solve that problem.
Cody says it's a Sidebiter.
It is. Okay.
So you take him racing 2 different cars at a young age. I mean, obviously, young people can adjust a lot faster than us old farts. But him wheeling 2 separate cars, I noticed it on the Tougher Than Dirt Tour.
I noticed it last year when I was in their trailer.
Oh, they got 2 of them?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's cheating.
Yeah.
I haven't realized nothing yet.
Right.
I gotta pay. What do we got? Pink numbers and what?
No, purple chassis and a black chassis.
Right, but the pink and black is the Rage,
right.
And then the other one is like white and black and orange.
Yeah.
Has the orange. You can tell the complete difference between the 2.
I gotta get caught up.
Yeah.
I like DBI 1 and 2.
Right.
Orange and red.
Right.
Or orange and yellow.
But he's able to adjust from car to car and not miss a beat.
Not at all.
Except for in Estevan on
competitively, right in the middle of that deal. Yeah, he fell off the back, but that was an unscheduled mistake. But as far as the knowledge of the race of the who, what, and where, and
Cody's
where you need
correcting
to be.
you. They're both black chassis.
They are.
Yep.
Just purple.
Cody,
bumper.
we don't know what we're talking about.
That's why we do this show, so we can learn something.
Yeah, it's a 2-way street.
No more comments, Cody. You're making me look bad. Go back to bed or something.
Drag the brakes.
Yeah, geez.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Go work on your car.
Yeah. Get down here and get Kendra's slingshot ready. That's yellow, I think. Is it yellow? Okay.
Oh, she said yes.
He said sorry, Smalls.
Okay.
Kendra's going to stick out a blue one or something and go, God, even I don't know where I'm at.
But the racing recaps, we forgot to do this beforehand. The racing recaps are brought to you by Chris Anderson and his, what material is this again? We need to write this stuff down.
Hockey
stick material
there we go.
that they're building bodies out of that bends and goes right back.
Yeah.
Ooh. I thought you crackled it.
Well,
kind of did.
It's not.
Oh, you did, yeah.
It's not broken till next shift.
When you can only have one piece of pizza, it needs to be this size. Then you don't have to get two.
Right.
This material, this is the plastic, and you see how it bends, and it doesn't go back to form. And this is the stuff that bounces right back to form no matter how much you bend it.
I should bring one of my old doors in so we can show everybody what we used to
What
have.
aluminum is?
Yeah.
I was going to go there, Smallsy. Like, you got one of these now, don't you?
I got plastic.
You got plastic.
So,
but it don't bend in the garage if the car stays there.
that's where I was going. I was gonna have some actual road testing done, some in the field testing.
Well, we can we'll cut a piece of aluminum if you want, like this, and we'll bring it in here. But once we bend that once,
It's over.
you get the rubber mallet and bend it back.
Yeah.
And then after about 6 times, it just breaks in half.
Or the hammer breaks because
Yeah.
you get mad and whack it one too many times.
But
Blows
this
off
stuff
the end
here-
of the handle.
Yeah.
If you watch the races on Sunday or even over the weekend, this is used on a handful of cars out there. It's available at Dakota Trackside and Sebo Motorsports or through Chris Anderson. Mm-hmm. I seen somebody who had this material.
I like it 'cause it's nice and flat.
Got drove up on the left rear. They literally crinkled the left rear quarter panel, drove right up on the left rear wheel, cut down the tire, right? This bounced back into place. You couldn't even tell it got hit.
Wow.
That's my style.
Yeah.
That eliminates 32 hours a week.
As you say, they stay just like this if you leave them in the garage. Uh-huh.
Now on to the Nodak recap.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Make interior out of it. Stop.
And I owe you guys dinner somewhere for Chris sponsoring the show. Remember, wasn't that the
Yeah.
deal? I
No.
think I still, just wait. I think I still have the
Cool 100.
Yeah.
I still have the 100.
Oh boy.
We were hoping to grow to 200 by now. But
We should invest it.
yeah.
Not in race cars.
Right.
I think I still owe you guys dinner.
Oh. Well, you're sticking to it, so I'm just listening.
Yeah.
I think if we do it just right, we'll get 2 each.
Right.
I think that's a
How about I
50 a hit.
How about I just cook you guys some more steak sandwiches?
Yeah.
Well,
Wilson double headers coming up, and I think we'll
good
all
point.
be there.
Good
We'll-
point.
We'll
Yeah.
all be there.
We'll all, yeah.
Yeah. Brandon's cooking.
Yeah. You hear that? Because that's what you're getting. The kids are going with no mom.
Jenny, you running the camera? Yep.
I'm announcing.
The fam is there.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're gonna
You're
have for
announcing?
kids there, but I'm the
continue
full
on
time.
if I continue on my streak, I'm going to be announcing with you because this DNSing features, that's a bad one.
You were talking.
I'm 2 in a row here.
You were talking red arrows at the beginning of the year, and I was just thinking, I don't want to be like that. I'm just like you.
You are Red Arrow Central.
The whole way.
I didn't
and
know
you're trying hard not to be.
Right.
I know.
What?
I have dissolved to no arrows at all.
You're at least to the dash, huh?
I went from red to none. I ain't even starting anymore.
You went that far.
Yeah. They took me off. They just take me off the whole grid.
Jeez.
No arrows at all. I reach in the back, none left. No green, no red. I got none.
Holy.
I got none. Two nights in a row.
We got room for
DNSs.
Hey, we got room for you in a tractor if you want.
Yeah. Hey, I got to broaden my horizons because this racing deal is eating me up. So I thought I was going to go announcing, but we'll do tractors. I'm game. Backhoe sticks. What are we doing?
Something without arrows.
Yeah.
Ooh, better not dig
Boy.
any holes. You won't know high or low.
Yeah. Well, I don't need no red arrows on Monday. I can tell you that. Ooh. Is it chilly in here?
Yeah. So I was trying to look up Tim Goodwin. How old is he? He needs somebody to manage his race pass
Yeah.
too.
I'll reach out to him.
Okay.
I managed quite a few people's my race pass, so
Okay, so we better get to Nodak.
You want to do more?
you got to go at a certain time tonight.
I'm trying to get ready for a race.
I'm not opposed to a quicker show tonight.
Right.
So if we wanted to,
yeah, we're gonna keep it rolling here.
You speak of such things.
Yeah. Yeah.
The last one was $3.50.
and I was ready to go home at the end of it. I'm just letting you guys know.
You were bailing out at about the 2.5 hour mark. You were yawning and getting weird. You were starting to wobble. I'm like, you got to get off the highway.
And Marshalltown races, we got to support Jerry. We need to watch. We got to see how the new water truck.
Hey.
He got new water truck, but Snapchat world, he ain't using it. What is he doing?
Wow. What are you saving it for?
We need to get him in
December practice?
Do you still have your Snapchat?
We got to get you in the
think
group.
So.
We got to get you in the Rum Runners group.
Yeah.
You need to see our Rum Runners group.
It's mostly Jerry.
I had to take off my notifications because I could get nothing done. The thing never stopped dinging. So then I forget to check in. But is that guy?
Yep, that's that guy right there.
That's like your green arrow, the ghost.
Yeah,
the
ghost.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about green and red there. It's yellow.
Well, you can tune it up in a while. I got a couple of...
You got some.
Oh, I was going to say, I think I got a couple of texts. Well, I don't even dare get in there because they're all over the place. Right. I don't even know how to manage them.
Also, big shout out to the landlord of the Darn TV Worldwide headquarters studio office. He's up in Alaska with his brothers and sisters right now.
Oh, really? That would be fun.
Bernie is up in Alaska. His biggest complaint, he said it's beautiful up there. Gorgeous. He goes, we all need to go to Alaska. Okay? Loves it up there. He goes, how do you go to sleep?
It's daylight.
He has not seen darkness yet since he's been up there.
Well, because it's the longest day of the year, and we have 16 hours and 4 minutes of daylight, because I'm into that kind of things, I look up Fairbanks. 22 hours and 50 minutes of daylight. The sun goes down
You're
at 1:38
already
in the morning.
Group.
Am I?
Fluffy. Boom.
Fluffy added you right
Just
there.
like that.
Oh, I got to turn on my notifications. I'm going to be destroyed here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now you're going to
Dad's going to say, what are you doing? Snapchat. What's that? I
Jerry,
don't know.
Jerry Van Sickle.
Yeah.
I'm keeping up with Marshalltown. Well, you need to keep up with your tracks. I know. DNSs. They got to stop.
No arrows.
No arrows.
None at all. They won't even give me any. Yeah. I'm just watching. I'm in the grandstand.
So this is what it's like to sit up here.
Yeah.
Jordan, don't you race? The heat race.
I used to. Right. What's that mean? That's just what it looks like. Brandon, where's the other mic?
Yeah.
There's a third headset out there.
Geez.
Whenever you need it.
Well,
I actually, when I first got
when you see the front end looking like it did Sunday, I'm on my way.
Testing 1, 2. Testing 1. This is for Jordan when he gets here.
Brandon's going to go, I'll see him in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep. Got to load it up first.
When I got there on Sunday, I looked over and I must have missed the green machine. I seen you standing up by the gate. I must have missed the green machine. The first thing that went through my mind was like, ooh, is he not going to have a car ready for Nodak? I was like, man, oh man, I better get the third headset ready. So then when we went upstairs, I hooked up the third headset. I had it all ready, and I forgot I forgot. Well, no, when I went down before the races or whatever, about 5 o'clock or 5:30, I went down, and then I seen your car sitting there because I walked over to the pit area. I'm like, oh, I don't have to go get him. But I thought maybe we're gonna throw you with Riley and Nick and.
Yeah. Well, 4th of July, baby.
Yeah.
Well, or whenever, but
4th of July would be the
the next non-stock car move,
right.
and or a bad heat race. Anything's possible.
It could be Sunday. Could be Sunday.
Yeah. I got DBI2 on backup in case Esteban don't treat me right, so I'm just trying to get through this Nodak point season. It's harder than it looked, certainly recently here. So,
So to the Nodak Speedway.
Yeah. Yeah, we raced again.
We raced.
Well, some did.
Yeah,
some did.
Jordan,
you guys did.
Nobody at this table did.
Nobody.
And the intentions were high.
Right. Right. My car was together in the garage, still not washed from the last time. Your car made it to the track.
Yeah.
Probably should have stayed in the garage.
Yeah. It had.
Well, maybe. No, your car was working. It just not in the right area at the right time.
It wasn't watching merging traffic to the right. So,
and your car you can't really say repossessed because you didn't even own it. It just got
It was
sold.
there.
It was there. Yeah.
He didn't sell it. Iverson still owns it.
Oh, okay.
As far as I understand.
So your car was still there. You're just not the driver.
It's funny you use this wording because those are my thoughts. I'm like, where are we at on that 5 car?
Right.
Because it's kind of in my point of view.
I try to keep up with it. I try to, I don't want to get too far detached from it. I want to be in the bullpen and ready to be coming out at any time. Dion makes it.
Right now, I feel like the rodeo clowns.
Right.
Sitting there playing cards.
Right. Yeah.
Listening to them.
You know
Continue.
What? Here's the deal. Maybe we all should be backup drivers for the 5-car.
Yeah. Hey.
The table. Ooh. Anybody can get in it.
Well, we got the wrong licenses. We can't do that. We'll have to bump up.
I'll forfeit my license to drive that thing. Right.
Yeah. Right. It's done a couple of loop-de-loos. I'm afraid it's going to get an owie on it, but not yet.
It hasn't yet.
And speaking of licenses, IMCA, they send me a little email, kind of, you haven't bought your license, you're not getting points and this and that, so I call them. I said, yeah, okay, I'm ready to buy my stock car license because I'm going this weekend. I said, don't forget to give me those, 28 points I earned already. Don't forget that. I had the lady on the phone just rolling because I'm like, God forbid I didn't buy my license for my 28 points.
Do you remember who you were talking? Were you talking to Virginia?
No.
Oh, okay.
But
I'd follow that up if you were.
Yeah.
The Nodak Speedway president.
I tried that line. It didn't work.
Buy a license.
You still
make sure you have a fire extinguisher and a license. Just checking. I got both.
Ain't got either.
You were a great example setter.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the think tank.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Do as I say, not as
I do.
I'm pretty sure I work for a guy with that line.
I thought you guys were professionals. So did we.
Yeah. But I like
the 5-car. Continue.
Yeah.
We're past that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, the rodeo clowns.
Yeah.
Sitting at the table.
I'm just hoping I'm
ready.
I'm ready when Dion goes like this.
Oh. Well, Nodak points is over.
Yeah.
Dirt Wars. Yeah, I'm feeling things.
Just so everybody knows.
Jenny's in the room. I got to watch this. I got to watch this poker game too.
Yeah.
I think she enjoys it when I go race the 5-car. Maybe she doesn't.
That's a poker face.
You might be a rodeo clown. You might be getting tackled here.
She might be the charging bull.
Right.
Bullette.
Then it'll just be us at the table. We could win.
Smallsy, lean back. She's coming in.
Be our first green arrow. We both moved up 2 positions or 1.
Up 1.
Yeah.
Both of us.
Yeah.
Third to second, second to first. Woo.
I think the end of the Dirt Weekly is tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, our producer's in the wall.
Oh man.
Are we still talking about racing or rodeos? Because I always wanted to be a rodeo clown. I would have been pretty
what's
good.
the difference?
We were discussing Nodak.
Yeah.
Or starting to discuss Nodak.
Yeah.
We raced. It was windy, of course. I mean,
of course.
Why not?
Wow.
Was
a continuation from the Tougher Than Dirt Week. My
God.
Wind back off. Jenny's dome.
Jenny's dome.
She
wants a dome.
Yeah.
She wants a dome.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. 3.
Yeah. Water trucks, get rolling. Don't quit. Yeah. Don't quit.
The funny part was I was watching you. I was putting my camera up on the flag stand, and you were
up in the big wheels. I was on my 4-wheeler. I'm like, a little close.
You were going down the back
I can't
straightaway.
See. I have
it was pretty close.
I have no wipers.
Yeah, I seen you kind of hanging out the side, but I was on the other side.
Yeah, why do you think I walk like this for 3 days after?
He had the Ace Ventura pet detective.
Yeah. And I'm on the passenger side because I'm on the corner and he's coming in. I'm like, kind of getting close there, buddy. Well, yeah. Now there's a reason.
He's going down the back straightaway into the wind. There is no water hitting the racetrack.
No.
It is
shooting off the side?
Oh, no, right on the truck.
Oh.
We were cleaning the truck.
Yeah. Car wash.
Yeah.
Working at the car wash.
So then some people notice I got a little hand squeegee scrubber in it. So I'm doing one of these. It gets me this much.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm creeping or doing my watering.
Where's them uke tires?
Yeah.
Right about there.
But it doesn't matter. You turn around and go the other way. Same thing.
Same thing.
Just
that wind was mean.
Yeah.
Is it over now?
I have no idea.
Summer today or yesterday or both.
No, I think it's on Tuesday. It's supposed to be 80.
We're fighting the shenanigans again tonight and tomorrow. You know that, right?
Yeah. Well, again, pick your mascot carefully, as we said.
Yeah.
That rubber ducky in Mandan is the wrong one. Yeah.
I think Sunday looks beautiful.
I think Sunday's good. Tomorrow, I think it's rain between now and noon.
Right.
Yeah.
For us, I didn't check Estevan. I was too scared to know the truth.
I didn't look, but I don't think it was good.
You don't plan on going? Okay.
No.
Let's go back to Nodak.
Your
little brother put on a show in the Sport Mods.
Yes.
I've warned people. There is a high side there.
Yeah.
You just got to hit it right.
You got to get to it first. Obviously, we put water up there at intermission. It takes a little bit. But everybody at Nodak seems to, we just got to get to the bottom. Get to the bottom. Darren, I didn't even talk to him, but I'm thinking he's like, yeah, everybody get to the bottom. I'm going to drive around to the middle, kind of just wait. You guys get down there. Burn it off. They were all down there. 12 laps left? He goes to the top. See ya.
Yeah. Boy.
Just
that
on
was a super highway up there. Mm-hmm.
So smooth.
So smooth.
Yeah, he was diamonding a little bit early on, and then he just laid her up in there Pfeiffer style.
Yeah.
Rode her home.
But in talking to my brother, there is an art to do that. And not everybody is capable of doing it.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Because you miss it, couple things are going to happen. You're going to lose.
You're going to eat the guardrail.
You're going to see red arrows.
You're going to see red.
And the tow truck.
You could be on your lid.
Yeah.
You could be done racing forever.
Yeah.
Because that's just what Nodak is. I mean, if you want to run the top, that's what I always tell everybody. We build the top, but we want to make sure you're good enough to run it. We don't want it too fast. It got a little too fast.
It's a little soul-searching.
Right.
It did get too fast. I was surprised in the two-barrel cars.
The stock cars.
Yeah.
And the hobbies. I was surprised they went up there.
Right.
Brenner, of all people. Right.
Everyone.
Everyone for that matter. But, finish with Darren, because Darren did a nice job there.
Yeah, he didn't miss a beat.
He certainly started – everybody started paying attention after that. They had no choice.
But nobody could master, what he had going on.
Yeah.
No. Tim Goodwin up to second, right?
No, he got third. Glosser got second.
Keenan again. Mm-hmm.
In the pink car.
Sure. We're done with colors tonight. We just know red arrows.
Yeah. I made enough mistakes.
No arrows.
Yeah.
Keenan did a great job.
Right. In whatever car and trailer that got him there.
Then you roll into the hobby stocks, and as you said, the first thing I said to Brenner in his car and in the Victory Lane interview was, dude, you were on the high side.
Well, I forgot to mention this to Caden. I seen him at Sebos today. If I can remember how this race went, which I'm having a bad time with memory here, but I'm pretty sure everybody went to the bottom, and I thought, well, this is over.
Yeah.
Caden should have went to the top and just motored around, but that's not what happened.
Yeah.
No.
And then everybody kind of drifted up there, and then it was.
I seen Brenner having to take the outside and kind of just
then
by accident just kind of.
He
ran
wasn't
her up
fully
there.
Committed at the
then
beginning.
All of a sudden it was like, maybe not so bad.
Yeah.
But isn't that kind of right? I mean, everybody went to the bottom, but and left the top alone, and nobody went up there.
Kind of the outside lane thingy. There ain't two lanes down there.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta go out no man's land here.
But I think a lot of people get nervous about running that top because it's up there.
Yeah. It's up. You got this, and then you got the flattening out, and then it's over here.
Right.
So when you get on the wrong side of that crown, and you know it because the car gets flatter, you're like, this is a good way to fall off.
Right.
So
when do I turn this way and just ride her down and take my red arrows?
Yeah, right.
Or
when you're out of sight, you're over the back of the corner.
Or when do I go this way and stay in it and maybe flip over or be the hero?
That's well said. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh, trust me, I ran a lot up there. Wrecked some race cars off there.
Guardrails, falling off corners, high siding it, tipping over, getting in big tires.
I'm pretty sure I'll be coming around and seeing my spoiler on the front straightaway.
Big win. Was that his first at Nodak?
Yes.
Yeah, there was talk of that. Yeah,
21st birthday.
21st birthday.
They said Victory Lane was badass.
Oh, it was great. Victory Lane was great.
They champagned them, and it was
good.
It
it was almost like wrote this way. We don't do that.
Yeah. Absolutely not. But
Scripted.
It's cool when it happens.
Yeah. Well, and I parked next to him, so I mean the party was kind of going all night. I mean, we had food and cake and
they champagned him. Then they
things.
handed him the champagne bottle, and I said it's his first legal drink as a 21-year-old.
Right.
Yeah.
As he took a big swig of it.
I don't know if any was left because they showered him pretty good.
Yep.
but
they got a little premature. Like they had it over there and they popped it, and then it started. They go, "Oh crap, we don't know what to do." And I just took about 4 steps back, like you ain't getting me.
Yeah, the bottle rocket was in motion. had to shake him up and get a second hit, but it was fun. Tyson come in, his brother. They got a good relationship, and again celebrating.
He tried to park with Tyson come around. You know,
Yeah.
I'm all about family members joining others in victory lane. He tries to park way back out of the way, and I'm motioning.
I seen you like,
get over here.
Right.
If you're in here, get in here. So, great moment. I enjoy the family for sure. I think they enjoy racing like you're supposed to also. So.
Yep. And then
Good on them.
They go everywhere, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Ben Burke.
Ben Burke,
Ah.
the raffle car. raffle car, raffle driver.
Yeah.
Getting
Not
her
a
done.
raffle night. It was a Sunday night. That's a great Cinderella story too. So
He had to work pretty hard for it too.
Yeah, a little. There's our hot sauce topic. Maybe I don't know. We gave the bad dog no biscuit or whatever the hell Jerry says to Hugh Banks. He kind of run him up. Well, let's just not say kinda. He did run him up to the fence. So the call was made. Had to be. So Ben ended up with the win.
I hadn't made it to the grandstand yet. I didn't see their features. So,
but they
even before that, he ran behind him for a better part of the race.
Right.
And had to figure out a way past him.
Right. And
then there was a lap car going into there was a lap car ahead of them, and they both drove it down in there. And usually Ben does that patented jam the brakes and turn underneath him thing.
Yeah.
But I think the lap car preoccupied his mindset. Like, I don't know which way to go on the lap car. And
I'm starting to triple guess.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't care what anybody says. The compact deal is put on.
They put on a show.
Every night, it seems like.
It's a joke, but Marcus Tomlinson said down in Nebraska and all them places,
Yeah,
he has said to no end, he goes, compacts are the best show of the night.
Yeah, I shared his dad, Mike, who says it's the best feature of the night. And
we just got to keep getting 20 of them.
Yeah. Quantity is important.
Shit, get 33 of them. We'll start them 3 wide, 11 deep. Yeah.
Super Nationals every night.
Yep.
Well,
and
you heard it here first.
Just show up with 33 one time.
Yeah.
It will happen.
No B-mains.
No B-mains.
Rack them and stack them.
Let's do this.
I like it.
And I might even water before.
Yeah.
Adam Goff comes out and wins his second night in a row.
Yeah. He come
won
off
in
that
Underwood,
Underwood deal night 2 and then put it together here too. He said he took out my big spring, but it looked like he didn't. So I'm gonna
we're just gonna go with he left it in there.
Yeah.
We'll give Jordan 5% of that win too.
Again, it was a DNS. I'm looking for something here. I'm riding passenger with Adam there on a big spring on the right rear. So,
and then in the modified, Stephen Pfeiffer wins.
He did,
but the whole Steven, Drew Christensen, and their slide jobs in the middle of the pack.
Wow.
They are something else.
Don't let the last lap take away from the middle of the race. Wow.
Or most of the race. Wow. Really, even the last lap, you didn't know who was going to get 3rd through 10th.
Yeah, because they were
That was a blanket. That was a blanket. There was 6 of them in there.
I mean, Strand was in his own little world doing his thing down on the bottom the whole time.
Yeah. And Sean was in the house. That's awesome. You know you're getting close to tour time.
Right.
Sean's in the house.
And then Steven, I don't know how many laps was left. Let's say 6, 7. He about blew it off the top.
Yep.
I was down in 1 and 2 there. I was
going to say, you say there's a line up there, and there was, and I caught myself catching my breath about 6 times at the end there because I thought you fell off this time.
Yeah,
nope, it's still there.
Yeah. He was starting to pedal. I think
he's got to go in there just on the pedal. There's no other way.
That mod deal would have been really good if we would have had your Jason Wall, Travis, those other guys that would have been banging that top. I think it would have went.
It might have disappeared.
And with 5 to go, you
had to jump back down into the middle.
Figure something out. I think the guys would have been scrambling.
I think you're right. I think it held on just enough for what was there.
Yep.
Right.
But if you had a couple more rototillers up there, they had a rototiller right off the end.
I think one less round of water during intermission, that would have been
pretty even.
Yes.
Because they all went down and tried the bottom line a little bit, but they all migrated to the top.
No, yeah. So, besides Strand, he was making that.
Actually, I'm going to reference Sean as doing what I call the tour track.
Right.
Because you're going to have to run in the middle. Yeah, I know I beat this dead horse, but you're not going to get ahead on the edges. No. You're going to keep up, but you're not going to pass. You're going to have to pass in the middle. Right. You're going to have to pass in no man's land. So the Cody line. Yeah. And Sean was all over the Cody line.
And I really gave Cody the business. I'm like, should have had the other car. Well, I didn't think it was going to be like this. All the rain. Yeah. I'm like, hey.
Referencing that, I see Cody, and it looked like Austin Doe also had different cars than usual.
Yeah, brand new car, I think, for Austin.
Brand new on Austin. It looked like it was certainly different, and which gave everybody else in the class a chance. So, but
first loss
and
of
I
the
didn't
year.
start. I'd had enough.
Right.
So, but nonetheless, it did look like some new car blues there or whatever. But again, what I saw on our Sunday night was guys already doing tour moves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So and maybe even doing tour track laps.
Right.
Kind of getting
We're 2
ready
weeks
for.
away.
Yeah, we are. And
we're here.
It's go time. Austin's competitive. Sean needs a tour championship bad. I mean, I think been runner up 5 times or something like that.
Never got it.
He's never got the championship, and he's got all the ingredients to have a championship. So
I talked to him after the races, and he really loved Sunday night. He kind of made the comment, his racing, the traveling, that stuff is really starting. He's doing 2 cars in Mandan. I mean, what?
That takes up a lot of your time.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I mean, if a car takes 20 hours to get ready, that's twice.
Right.
So those stock cars need no less. As you're learning, or as anybody that wants to talk about it, stock cars are not just an idea. They like work, too.
I think if he would have known Mandan would have rained out this much, he would have just came to Nodak every night. I don't know.
Maybe made a commitment in hindsight.
I was hoping to get, like that schedule would draw somebody like him in, 10 nights.
Maybe with Mandan raining out tonight, we see him the rest of the weekend. Maybe we see him Estevan Minot, or maybe just Minot. It'd be fun to see him up in Estevan.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and again, I'm talking for him. I don't know this, but the tour is important to him. I mean, if you're gonna sneak in an Estevan, tomorrow's the day.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the next time is the day.
It is the day.
So, and even some Wilson stuff next week. I mean,
right.
That can be a different place than it's been over the course of a number of years. So, you got to have a plan there too.
Fear of the Rear making moves. Fear of the Rear. Follow Fear of the Rear Racing on YouTube. Watch their at-track videos. Follow Gabe DeShaw and his racing career, his sister and his mom and dad. And
I have not dropped in on that deal yet. I have no good excuse other than, I don't know, I'm me. It's hard for me to get there. No, I got to get there.
Check them out on YouTube. Fear the Rear Racing on YouTube. So
I'm going with Tim Goodwin.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Racket, you said second year. I mean,
yep.
We don't know where he really came from.
I was just going to say we don't know a whole lot about him, but his results are certainly more than just random. So
keep it up.
He's the real deal.
Yep.
I like it.
Brenner winning on his 21st birthday.
There you go. Yeah. Another good one.
Oh, yeah. Forever priceless. I'm going to go a little different route. I'm going to go on the Underwood track crew on Saturday. I'm going there because there were so many things at play there. I mean, it was a county fair. There's no making it up. Everybody's there, but it's wet.
Yeah.
It's wet to me, and that is really wet.
And like you say, you're not set up with the best equipment for that situation.
And people coming in. I mean, people coming in over and above what we have for equipment. And once Marcus dug his feet and said, this is going to happen, it happened. I mean, there was –
drivers got out there and started packing.
Yep.
Yep.
We stayed in contact. I was doing some communicating with Marcus, and he said, we're not ready for cars yet. Mike was in the plow deal there, and one thing led to another. The thing got over with before 10 anyway. So, I mean, we were still within kind of our hours, if you will. But just the number of people that come together to make that work. I mean, once it was decided this was going to happen, the get it done was impressive. It was just impressive.
And the non-wing guys were willing to go out there and help burn it in.
Do their part.
We put all the cars out there to pack. Once the packing, we felt that the packing was done.
Adequate for what was there.
Adequate. We left the stock cars out there while the wingless cars got ready, and I had you guys basically burning it in or doing what you guys could to spin your tires to burn some of them out.
Yeah, and moving around. I mean, you kept saying, don't just stay all together like you do in a heat race.
Yeah, move around.
Move around,
high,
low, and get all over. And I thought we were doing that pretty good.
And then once the wingless guys, I got the thumbs up that they were ready. We exited you guys, and the wingless guys came out there and all did a hot lap together. But they make the track look really sticky.
They do, yeah. And they take right off on it like it's sticky.
Right.
And then we go out there and go, ooh. Yeah. Where's the beef?
Right.
But nonetheless, I mean, everybody involved understood the situation, and as a racer, you need to have that frame of mind that it is what it is. So don't go out there and tear the front end off per se. I mean, you manage your situation, and I thought the drivers did a great job at that.
One big thing I get jealous of Underwood, you guys can actually get cars on the track after a rain like that. Nodak, we can't.
Yeah. They give you the finger. Now,
well,
with that said,
you just can't get on the track.
Like I see. You can't get up the back.
You'll be in the ditch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's something to address. Again, back to the beginning of the year, and I remember when Jerry would run Williston, they wanted hot laps as much for the track crew because even though you think you've got it all figured out, there could be some surprises like, oh, that ain't as wet as I thought it was or whatever. Even if it's 10, 12 cars, at least the track crew can see it.
Right.
And in the case of Bruce and Adam doing what they're doing, they can do a little of that testing too.
Right.
So I think you'll always get a dozen guys that want to have hot laps on some level for whatever reason, and then the track people can see what's going on too. But yeah, for me it was just a miraculous event of human beings making something happen over and beyond what we had available. I mean, it was doubled in help.
Which
Christian, Donald, I don't even want to start with names, so I'm going to forget. Isaac, they were pulling hitches off of pickups and putting in pinto hitches and stuff like that. Making moves. They were making moves at a county fair, and it happened. So.
Then we might have had some movement.
Yeah. Well, all said and done, I was proud of the whole presentation. So good on everyone.
No, excellent one. Excellent.
Schedule.
Texas Red.
Let's
roll this corn commercial here. Back. Yeah. Thank you, Jeff and Justin. Texas Red.
A report from the satellite farm. The satellite farm over here in Minot. The 67 corn plot land here in my backyard. I'm here to report the corn is growing great. It's the only thing in my garden growing great. So hats off to them. I'm thinking I'm right around it. I'm about a 10-inch high. Now, I shared that my seeds might have washed down to one end. They are definitely close together. So, my agronomist daughter, my oldest, we think we're gonna kind of plow a center lane, if you will. We're gonna do a little transplanting here pretty soon because they're too close together. So, but nonetheless, they're growing good, and I
don't have the music cord hooked up here. We need the music cord.
Some music. So
need some music for this part for farming with Jorn. Farming report with Jorn.
And I put down some sunflowers too because I wanted the authentic look. Now some of my row crops, I got radishes kind of sort of coming up. My cantaloupe ain't looking good. My watermelon ain't looking good.
So you almost got negative. You got red arrows on this farming thing going too.
The corn is a strong green. Some sunflowers are a decent green. Everything else, it's like red and down 9. It's not a DNS, but it's a deep red arrow. Yeah, so
your farming is just like the racing. You got a couple green arrows. Thought it was rolling.
Yeah, I mean, you thought you had the whole presentation. You were grateful that you had a night.
Right.
Yeah. But we're having fun. I got to get some pictures now.
Yeah.
Now the saying is knee high on the 4th of July. They're going to have to kick it up a little bit to get that to get there.
2 weeks.
Yeah, they're going to have to double
but
in
the sun
height.
comes out this week. I bet it shoots up.
Talking 85 next week, and that's what corn's going to like, I think. So, I'll get some pictures next time.
He says I think like he doesn't know. He's a professional farmer.
Right.
Well, I'm endorsed.
Yeah.
I am the eastern branch of Texas Red.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm sharing. Remember, I'm sharing the seeds are red.
Yep.
Oh, so Chris, Pfeiffer's guy, Schessler, he says, hey, we planted a little bit of purple seed. He goes, I'm listening to some old, he said, I'm just catching up now. He goes, we had some purple seed. I'm like, I thought corn seed was yellow.
Right.
but like Christmas lights, you can make it any color you want, apparently. So I don't know what's going on there. But Texas Red at the satellite farm in Minot is upholding its end. No DNSs there.
No.
Green arrows. I'm sticking
Everything
to it.
started.
I'm sticking to it. Yeah. Thanks, guys. It's fun.
I don't even know where we were.
Knee high on the 4th of July.
Schedule.
Upcoming schedule.
Estevan tomorrow.
Estevan Saturday. Nodak Sunday. Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Yep. And
Yeah.
then next weekend, I'm going to try and race Williston
doubleheader. That's their fair race.
Yep.
I'm assuming we're going to park off a corner one because we always do.
Yeah, I haven't heard nothing.
So I haven't seen no posts yet, but I'm sure we'll hear something soon. But be prepared for that just in case, whatever that means. Yeah.
I would think you're assuming correctly. I don't know.
Well, again, that's what they've done to us. So
and
that's
then
not a bad thing. But
championship night for Nodak.
Championship night, June 30th
A week
at the playground.
from Sunday.
Yep.
So, I think we got some tight races. I haven't looked, but Adam's talking about some stuff. So
with that being said, we Nodak is looking for. So this Sunday we're going to do a cleanup at Nodak, noon to 3. We want to get the place cleaned up because we got 4th of July coming. Well, let's just go championship, 4th of July, and then the mod.
Night.
So
3 events in 8 days.
Yeah, 7.
Sunday, okay.
Sure. So we want to get some stuff cleaned up. We want to paint the fence, and so we're looking for some people that want to maybe swing down and help. We're going to work
noon to 3-ish
on Sunday, and then Monday night we'll finish things up hopefully. So everything's looking good.
I see the fair starting to move some stuff around. I see the benches sliding into place and all that. So it is that time of the year.
And then I think we're kind of looking for some people to help sell 50-50 tickets too. That's been kind of been a struggle bus. So
if you're willing to volunteer. So like if you sit in the crowd, if you're sitting there and you criticize the Nodak Speedway Hall of Fame you criticize the 50-50 because the totals aren't very high, volunteer and help.
We need people walking to sell them.
Yes.
And the money's going to a huge deal. It's like a $28,000 Hall of Fame display that is going to be
built.
Under the grandstand.
For that permanent
the
deal
50-50 is going towards that. We need people to start because it's done. It can be built this year and be done. We need to get.
It's approved. We need the funds.
We need some money.
Yeah.
So.
And it's permanent. It stays there year round.
That's
what
Katie had said, so yeah.
And it's directly across from the concession stand.
Yeah, so when you walk out after the races, you see it.
Kind of on the south end of the concessions, pointing on the west wall.
So we're looking, like I said, the 50-50 is trying to generate money for it. We're looking for some donations for it. We want to get it done. We need to get it done.
Like I say, it's been approved, so I didn't realize all that. So.
Yeah, she has the design. After the fair, they can get started on it. So,
well,
we need some
28K.
We need some volunteering.
Yeah, we need people.
Kendra, are we selling that slingshot? Yeah. Raised eyebrows. What did that mean?
What happened?
Right after those 67 cars. Yeah. Their value has been decreasing in the last week. So.
Hey, you want to sell 50-50 tickets with Jordan?
That'd be fun. Yeah. That'd be fun.
Nothing but green arrows there.
Yeah, nothing but green arrows.
So
they're hard to find.
Yeah.
So
So if anybody's willing to step up and kind of help that out,
that's a nice shout out. I hope somebody can grab onto that.
Well, to me, it's a huge deal for Nodak.
It is.
In the Hall of Fame, I mean,
we're proud of our racing heritage, and that's what it is.
It's year-round representation during the North Dakota State Fair. If we get this done this summer into the fall by next year, that's there for the 2025 North Dakota State Fair. So anybody that goes to a concert,
so the 300,000 people that come through the state fair
for the concerts can
we'll
see it.
We'll see you in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Well, hope I got an old picture.
Why, did you look better then?
Well, I'm going to say yes.
But
Brenner called me the silver mullet. I'm like, that's not me. Maybe it is. I still think I'm 30.
Maybe you need a silver car next year.
Oh, well, Hot Sauce got me on the black on the black retro, so I got to do the black retro. But silver on the other one, I don't dare let go of green. Somebody else might grab it. You know what I mean?
I don't want it after that stock car we got is all green. Ain't nothing but bad luck.
Yeah. I want you guys to keep thinking like that. That's my island.
Yeah.
Okay, so how about our
2024 yearbooks are available as well.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Okay.
Buy them out because that's some more money that's going
to the Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's Hall of Fame.
That's all Hall of Fame.
Are they available
Yeah.
outside the track or just at the track right now?
I don't know. At the track,
okay.
I can sell them
at the trailer downstairs.
At the souvenir trailer.
Souvenir trailer downstairs.
I think they're going to have them at the pit trailer this weekend too, or they're going to set up a table.
Did they just come out?
Yeah,
okay.
they
hot
are
off the press.
They are by far the best book ever.
Nice.
By far,
get my copy.
They're thick.
Actually, I got to get two. I got to have one in the garage for referencing.
Yeah, history book.
Well, yeah. When somebody says it was this, I go, let's check.
Yeah.
No. 2 years off. Okay.
That's why I keep a couple right over here for referencing.
Yeah. It's kind of like the Jenny's got it.
Brenner Grinstead in the crowd. What year is that?
Oh.
2021.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. I met Grinsteads. They were putting together an enduro car. That's how my relationship started with them, and I teased them racing. I said, "Well, you guys are racing enduros." I said, "You guys can still go to the lake and stuff like that." I said, "That's kind of a normal life." Yeah. I said, "Now this racing deal," I said, "this wrecks you. You're going racing every weekend." Oh, really?
They listened.
Well, yeah, I said, and if you do it right, you'll never get in trouble outside of racing trouble. Because there's no time. You can't afford to do anything else. We're there. We're there.
Two cars.
Jorn, you weren't kidding. I said, Jesus, I didn't know you were going to do it up this good. So, but yeah.
And made the big announcement last week about a purple stock car.
Stock car.
Yeah.
For 2025.
Yeah. They were stopping over to my house. We had to do some stuff there. But then Katie had a flat tire down to Shresky. I got to run down to Shresky to fix a flat tire. So I missed the actual car in my yard presentation. So I've only seen the pictures that you've seen. But yeah, I was
I got
to the front
see
side
it
here.
firsthand.
Well, because Brock brought it home.
The old Brockster brought it up.
Brought it home. So yeah. And then I was to see it next. And then, but
you were
we
changing flat tires.
We had a flat tire. So life.
He wants truck stop.
He's not included.
He's probably watching us right now.
Right.
And he's going to call and say, "Hey, what you doing?"
Right.
It's like somebody else.
Yeah.
TH.
Many. Right. The high side. Right.
We were missing him on Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah,
whoa.
Whoa, no,
What happened?
I'm going to rip Underwood. They wrecked our hobby class.
How do you mean?
Well, the Rubies didn't show up Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, Trevor, he didn't go to Underwood.
No,
he did.
Underwood.
Yeah, he was in there.
Broke the rear end.
Yeah, didn't show up Sunday. Who else? There was Connor Hansen.
Yeah.
Connor's fighting problems that
we worked on his distributor, and apparently nothing changed.
Jeez, that Underwood.
Yeah. Well, if you want to keep passing the buck, I say the tougher than dirt.
Oh. Okay. I like this.
But yeah, we're
back to your fault again. Wait.
Passing the buck.
Yeah.
I manage. I run a business out in the oil field with the pass the buck management style. So you guys are just fitting right in.
Yeah.
Just nod yes.
Yeah.
Right. Well.
But who didn't expect it? I mean, between hobbies and sport mods the last 2 weeks.
With
how
that
many
said,
nights?
The numbers were pretty awesome because
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're just human.
Right.
So after 6 nights of the Tougher Than Dirt, and
our sport
and a
mod,
3-day weekend with the Underwood Fair and Minot, and
the sport mod deal. What we
they've
were
done
down
a
to
good job.
28 Minot still, but the hobby deal really.
Yeah.
Oh well, it's going to happen at some time, right?
Yeah. Well, seemingly. I
Right.
mean, that was just a lot of schedule there. So, as we say up in this neck of the woods, we got plenty of racing for you.
You don't need to go anywhere.
You really don't need to go outside of our bubble, as I say, because if this don't suffice you, and I use Marcus as my heel, and my old self, if you will, and this is plenty. This is plenty. And it's non-conflicting, and it's, I mean, we Underwood don't conflict with even Mandan
I
if
just
you're
love
chasing that. So.
I just love finally the tracks are back to working together, and we make it where you can race all the time.
If you're a stock car, compact, or a legend car, you can race 83.
Yeah.
No conflict. And then if you're the other classes, you got the Northwest corner. There's
racing.
Again, the think tanks maybe don't make sense all the time, but they did a good job on that.
2 years in a row.
2 years in a row.
Yeah.
That meeting's important, and I'm going to put the word out. I'll host it again in Stanley. Let's just get everybody out there.
Might as well put it on the schedule or get a schedule rolling now.
Yeah.
To me,
let's continue that.
Earlier, the better. 2 of them.
Now, I'm also going to say, come and show up. Don't just whimper out on that Zoom call because Brandon brings donuts, and it's just him and I.
Last year it was just him. We have Jeff Mock there.
Okay, yeah. So the point is,
there was.
This don't need any more donuts.
2 dozen donuts for 3 people.
You're right. Right. Come on, guys. Do your 3-4 share.
I didn't get to go because the weekend you guys had it. I think we were gone.
Dang.
We went somewhere.
Yeah. Who do we have repping you? Nobody.
I think
Brandon.
me.
Yeah, Brandon.
Well,
he sent me whatever you guys were doing, or I'm pretty well in tune of what you guys were doing.
Yeah, because we sat here and you typed while I talked. So
I think Brandon and I had 90% of the meeting on the way there.
Right,
And then we had the meeting.
Yeah.
So, but nonetheless, I still think it's productive. I think it's a chance for everybody to get together, maybe air out some concerns. We talked about track prep a little bit, and I think that's working. I mean, I think people are adapting things and taking things that work. I
got one for you. I heard there's a really good chance for an October/November-ish Watford City race again.
Wow, an early one.
An early one. Maybe we coincide that with a little bit of a track scheduling meeting. You know, everybody meet in Watford City for the weekend.
Hey, yeah.
There we go.
I like the thinking. I like the combo.
Too.
Hey, Kendra, how we doing on that slingshot?
Hey, get off your phone.
Yeah.
Was that your dad's phone?
Let's say she rolled her eyes like you do, Smallsy. What was that?
Gus says good morning.
Yeah, he probably is just getting out of bed.
Okay, do we want to go to this hot sauce fantasy?
Yeah, let's check it out. I hope I'm winning.
I'm nervous. I got too many chicks that jumped out of the box.
I'm just going to let you know I'm going to delete my column because I'm no longer even in the race.
Oh, I feel better already then because Smallsy and I are missing about the same amount.
You're cutting the heads off your chickens, huh?
So I am almost 300 points behind.
Holy.
I didn't have a Trevor Haas on Sunday. I didn't have a Max Beater. I didn't have a Jason Berg. I didn't have a Brock Beater. And I didn't have a Travis Hagen. I was down 5.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you really went.
Oofta.
Jorn is 175-ish up on U-Smalls.
I thought it was going to be right around I was guessing less than 100. 2 more nights. Okay.
Yeah, my stock cars are killing me.
You're welcome. It's the only limelight I'm getting out of a DNS is that you got you got 15th place out of me. So
I see why you loaded up now.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh man, 2 nights left.
My one chick just puts it in the coop.
Now look at Myro. Brenner.
Yeah.
Robbing the flat tires. I don't know what I'm going to do there. But
well, Ruby.
Adam.
We need Ruby to miss again.
See Jason and Katie walking around. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. So
get over here, little chicks. We got to talk.
And then Trevor down here. I'm like, oh no. But I had Thielen in there, and I had 3 feature wins. So, but I had 3 guys missing. But yeah, Brandon, you got way too many missing. I have a feeling.
I got Chad stretching that blowing motor's really hurting me.
Now I heard that's coming back.
Okay.
So Trevor Bohannon, Earth to Trevor, Earth to Trevor. 2 more shows, dude.
Yeah.
Be part of the Paper Crown, the Paper Crown victory here. So, Jason Ruby, are you back in the game? I'm going to say you must be.
I drove by. The car was in the shop, and they were working on it at a 4:30 type of deal.
And my Evan Stenvold, I'm not so sure that thing's.
Oh yeah.
See that thing clipped the left front of Gabe there a couple weeks ago. So, any rate, Evan.
Well, yeah, he rolled over.
Yeah, right. Clipped it and went over. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But my friend Adam went over too, and he didn't miss a lick. You know what I'm saying? so don't let a rollover fool you. They're sometimes not as bad as they feel. But guys.
The only thing I got going for me is three of my guys are leading points.
Yeah.
Or up in the points battle. Gabe is not leading in the sport mods anymore, but
Tucher and Robert are, I think, second and third in the mod.
So to the points deal, Kyler Satcher and Brenner Grinstead tied. 226.
They're tied. Okay.
In the
2 nights to go. Woo! Nail biter.
The modified Steve Pfeiffer has a 29-point lead over Chris Tucher.
All right. I told him this week, too. I said, I'm really actually kind of pissed at you. And he said, why? I said, you're ruining my points battle.
Remember the cell I had the first night? Steven, I got to get you here the first night. Get you here the first night. I got you the whole year.
He just says, laugh out loud. I almost replied, you want me to come do a slide job on you?
No, don't do that. No, don't do that.
Well, now looking at this, I need to.
Yeah.
I need to.
Well, you don't need to. I thought he was going to slide her off the top of off of 2 on his own.
Sport mod, Darren has 226. Taylor Stenvold, 9 back. Gabe DeShaw, 15 back.
Which with 20 to 30.
Yeah. 31 of them.
That's not over.
That ain't over. That ain't over. You're right. 27 of those guys. That is not over.
My only hope on you guys is we somehow end up with a tie to where my tiebreaker, Ben Burke, is leading the compact points by 9 over Chris Yost, and then Alex Thompson 11. But that tiebreaker doesn't mean nothing if we don't tie.
Right.
So I can't even. My only claim to fame was, hey, if we would have tied, I'd have beat you guys.
Well, it ain't over, as you say, but I like where I'm at.
Stock Cars Gabe DeShaw has 5 over. Can you guess who? This is a quiet one.
Oh, is it? I was going to say Mad Mike, but
can you guess who?
There's no quiet about Mad Mike.
No, Kyle Schlopp.
Kyle Schulp.
Didn't even know he was here every night.
Yeah. Well, I did on the 9th. Hold on, buddy. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
A little nudger.
I seen that today when I was looking.
Kyle been
7 over Mad Mike.
And I was like, he's been here
10
every
over
night.
Will. You're kind of out of it. 29 back.
That DNS is really a toughie.
I've noticed.
You've noticed. Yeah.
Why would I pick you?
Yeah. Well, in your own words, because you'll be there every night. Not to be followed up with results, but I will be there every night.
You'll be there every night doing what? We don't know right now.
How fun is it going to look at this?
Can you get arrows when you get fireworks? I mean, can you buy archery when you're getting fireworks? I need some arrows. Red ones would be an improvement. Because I got none.
Oh,
so
God.
Good on Kyle. I mean, again, kind of like you say, kind of quiet, but again, a testament to Cody's program. He got them all going the right way, and apparently Keenan's got 2. So, well, and I thought Cody was in a different car. He was on Sunday.
He has 2.
Then what he's going to what I think, drive in Estevan tomorrow. That's just what I think.
I think he was wishing he would have had the other one. here.
Yeah.
Oh, I think so as well.
Yeah. You know, those other cars, you're going to have to face the music somewhere.
You're right.
I plan on dragging the yellow one over to Williston next weekend and just living with it because it hasn't gotten faster by me just looking at it.
Right, yeah.
So,
something about
like
that.
you, I think
right.
coils or fuel, or I don't know. It doesn't miss. It just doesn't run good. It just
doesn't
go. It doesn't go. Same thing.
Well, if you figure yours out, let me know.
I'm sharing all I got. It was a coil went a long ways. It ain't enough, but at least it found some RPM, and it was not missing before that. So I don't know what I'm saying.
Race cars.
I asked Adam if he had any carburetors he wanted me to sort out. I didn't get a clear answer, but he's got a week. So I'm just going to.
I don't have them loaded in. I played a little game. NASCAR talked about the bracket challenge, or NASCAR talked about the in-season tournament thing. Last week I got busy with other things and work, and so I didn't get it out there, but I took the top 8 and I put them into a bracket. And so it was 8 versus 1, and it's just feature finishes, basing it completely off feature finishes.
Oh.
And I didn't load it into the computer. I just looked for it, so that's on me.
So we're going to play another game, championship night?
Well, I've already started myself, but it's kind of like a preemptive deal. I want to see if it's even legit enough to do, because, I mean, in the future it'd be fun to do the last 3 nights of the year to where
Oh, sure, okay.
I'll show you guys when we're done here if I have the file.
Jordan, I'm kind of nervous after that. If he goes to lunch by himself.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
What'd you sign us up for?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me the rough rules, and I'll take it from there. You got my Snapchat notification back on yet?
I thought I had them loaded in there.
Well, next time.
I just hope I can win this championship here, because that's the only thing I got going for me. That's race season, and kind of you too. That's all you got. Are you leading points anywhere?
No.
You're out.
That DNS in Underwood, I think it plucked me right out of the game. So
what about Williston? Where are you at over there?
Oh gosh, I DNF'd over there. So
you're out.
Yeah.
So this is your highlight of the 2024
it's
season.
You and I, baby. I don't know. If it's a cup, maybe we can drink it from it. So,
we have a couple cups.
Yeah. Well, tops of trophies.
Oh, I got presents for you guys. You want to bring them over here?
Oh boy.
So
it's like Christmas.
You each are winners tonight.
Oh man.
For leading first and second in points.
For being on the Dirt Weekly, and this
what do we got here?
It's from the Conways, from Rod Conway.
Is it? Oh. Well,
nice.
It's high end then.
Yeah. There's no messing around with it. Don't let your wives steal it.
Yeah.
Boy, you ain't kidding.
Yeah.
How about the kids?
Nice.
Wow.
Look at that.
Holy cow.
Is this like our first paycheck?
Wow. I like it. I like it. Yeah, that's awesome. My Dodge isn't nice enough to have this in it, though.
You want me to take it to your house for you?
You might have to. I'll have to put it in Tina's Highlander. Yeah. It'll feel bad if it goes home in the Dodge. Oh,
that's pretty nice.
That is awesome.
I meant to give it to you
Brandon.
guys last
Thank
week.
you, Rod.
But forgot. So
I really had a hiccup moment.
Well,
there.
if you'd have did it last week, I would have missed out on it.
You would have missed out on it.
I had my backup speaker here.
Yeah.
Craig, I have one for you as well. Craig gets
there
one too.
Well, thanks.
Well, and again, I made the Robbie Conway, as you say, is the tougher than dirt. I'm not going to make that mistake again. So,
It's okay.
So, I apologize to the family for that.
Did you come up for it? No.
I was trying to line my cousins.
Sometimes it's been different days, and sometimes there's been stock cars. So
it's the tougher than dirt from this point forward.
Yeah, that's what you've said. So
my cousin lives up that way, and we were trying to line things up. So
very nice.
If they went, we were going, and then
life got in the way.
Yeah, they had a busy day, and it gets hard to travel.
I saved some tumblers for you though.
It seems like it's going to be easy 3 days out, and then it shows up. You're like, got 4 more things to do, and I have no time.
The way today was going, I'm like, next weekend ain't even looking good anymore.
Like you say, you need 2 Thursdays.
Right.
Right.
So. Well, we had a light crowd watching tonight.
Did we?
We never were above 20 all night.
Oh, well.
So hopefully people replay it back.
Maybe.
If
Well,
not,
as
we
I
know.
shared, it takes Chris a little while to get caught up on them. So,
Yeah.
what kind of time did we have?
2 hours.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Oh, it's so light out. We got to get something done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
Jenny's my ride, so she wasn't here for the full 4 hour.
Kendra hasn't fallen asleep, and you've only yawned once, so it must be early.
Then Smalls yawned shortly after I did.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's all day, every day.
Yeah. Well, you get up too early.
Yep.
That's what does that.
5:30.
That'll do it. Well, see y'all in Esteban.
Yeah.
That's where we're going.
Yeah.
Most
Jenny
of us.
Jenny and I will be up there.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's somebody's birthday.
Birthday tomorrow.
Tyson Grinstead's birthday tomorrow.
Oh.
Going to have a little celebration.
So they're close then.
We went from BAMS to the tornado on the same week. They're a week apart, huh?
A week apart.
So we're, I believe there's a little fun that's going to be had. Jenny and I decided.
He's not gonna be 21 too, is he?
I think he's 23.
Yeah, he's older. So
he's older.
He already is. Yeah.
Oh.
Is it 23? I want to say.
Yeah,
21
right.
would be kind of weird. If
that's what I was going to say.
That'd be twins. 5 days apart. 6 days apart. Yeah. Well, my oldest and my middle are the 11th and the 16th, so I got a 5-dayer myself. So,
Yeah, Darren and I are 7.
7 days apart. Yeah.
Brock and I are 6 months.
That's perfect.
And 7 and 6.5 or 6 years.
Yeah, that's.
There's a big gap. Oh, she's doing the math with her fingers now.
Yeah. She got to the thumb twice.
Yeah.
That's 6. Yep.
Okay, well, we'll wrap it up.
Yep.
For Jorn, for Smalls, I'm Brandon.
See you at the racetrack.
See you at the racetrack this weekend.
Okay.